Thanks to the support as a channel member, Rob Pontin. Boys and girls, we are rapidly heading towards the business end of this season, and we are still hovering just outside the automatic promotion spots. We need wins today, please. Hello, welcome to part 90 of Bourne in the USA. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have two games for you in the league. We're at home against Atlanta United Academy and away against Detroit City. Since you were last with me, we've been in pretty good form. The one blip was away against Tormenta where we lost 3-2, but other than that, it's been wins all the way. But the problem is everyone around us has been winning too. So 31 games gone, 15 remaining. There's a little bit of a gap forming behind us. Tormenta, the team who beat us, the only team realistically chasing us down for fourth place. We don't care about fourth place. Fourth to ninth all get in the playoffs. We're looking up at getting into third place. We've got our eyes focused firmly on Carolina on 70 points. And we've got a similar goal difference to all three teams above us. Carolina should be catchable. Portland too are probably catchable as well. The 12-point gap between us and the DC United Academy means we're probably not winning the league. But who cares? We just want automatic promotion. We want to avoid the playoffs. That's all that matters. We've also had a little bit of a scare because Kevin Johnson was offered a contract by, I think it was San Diego, because his contract was up at the end of the season. We didn't think we were going to be able to offer him a new one because of how much he was earning. But for whatever reason, the board decided to let me do it. Even though we're ridiculously over our wage budget, they've let me offer him £550 a week on a 3-year contract, and he's signed. So I don't know why he's on the loan list. that probably needs amending. We're not planning on loaning him out. But a player who's been with us for 3 years now, won permanently, got 24 goals in 22 appearances this year. That's probably why they've let us offer him the money. But Kevin Johnson is in long term. Not only is Kevin Johnson in, but they've also let me offer contracts for Dirk Sieber, who joins us permanently in the summer. He's already accepted his. So he's been in as our left back this year on loan, and he's joining permanently. We've also been able to offer a contract to Emmanuel Garcia, who's been on loan with us for the last couple of years, been a very important part of the team. He's provisionally accepted the contract, but we're obviously just waiting for confirmation to go through as well. The San Diego situation as well is a weird one. I think this might just be a database glitch, because San Diego are a team who aren't anywhere in this 10-tier footballing pyramid. If you look at their history, they've never been a part of it. It's not even as if they've been relegated out of it. But if you look at their squad and the amount of money they're spending on players, they're spending way more than we are and have some really very good players. I mean, players we just couldn't afford. So I don't really understand what the situation is with them. They just play a few friendlies every year. They don't even play in the cup competitions. So I think somehow they've been left out of the... This might even be the team that we replaced when we were added into the 10-tier database. That's probably what's happened, actually. San Diego may well have been the team we replaced. But they're a 2-star reputation club. We're a 1-star reputation club. As soon as they came in, I was a little bit worried that Johnson would leave. But obviously, he loves Bourne, and Bourne loves him, which is lovely. Do they play against themselves? There's 2 of them. So what's actually happened, somehow they've been replicated. Because there's a San Diego 1904 FC who are in League One. And then there's another one. Okay. Still don't know why they've got all those players, though. That still doesn't make any sense to me. But let's not worry about it, eh? Let's worry about beating the Atlanta United Academy. We're going with Walker in goal. Oh, by the way, we've signed some players from Realborn over in England. Should probably mention that as well. 3 players came in on loan from Bourne. I think you met the other loans that came in. Vakalenko, you obviously knew about. He came in the summer, but Claudivanio and Feliz, I think they both came in the last episode. But we signed 3 players on loan from Bourne. James Robinson is a 18-year-old English right winger / striker. And we brought him in when we thought we might be losing Gomez. Is he called Gomez? After all this time, he is called Gomez. Garcia. Oh, I'm a monster. This is why players leave me, because he's been here. I'm such a stereotypical English manager. He's been here 2 years. I'm calling him Gomez, even though he's called Garcia. Oh, I'm a monster. But when we thought we were losing Garcia, we thought, yeah, we'll have a bit of that. He's potentially a replacement for him. And now Garcia's staying, obviously. Then we don't need it. I am a monster. Oren O'Rourke is another one. He's an 18-year-old Irish under-19 international who can play right back or left back. We've been playing him at left back, and he's got 3 assists in his first 4 games, so he's been a decent addition to the squad. Poor old Seba signs permanently, immediately gets replaced. And then the last one, Keandra McCarran, is an 18-year-old English defender who's not really good enough to play for us, but none of these players from real Bourne cost us anything. So on that basis, we bring them in, and it doesn't matter if we use them or not. So he'll just sit outside of the first 11 forever, and it doesn't really matter. Right, so this is the team for the game against Atlanta. We've got Walker in goal, a back four of O'Rourke, Feliz, Padilla and Vakalenko, Claudivanio and Angel in midfield, Aguilar and Stackhouse out wide, Takada and Johnson up front. If you're wondering where Gomez Garcia is, he's injured. He's going to be out for the next 4 weeks with fractured ribs, as is Captain Morgan. He's also injured as well. So let's get into the game. Let's hopefully keep our run of good results going. Now we've got the Takada and Johnson partnership permanently here and contracted for years. I think we've got Takada on a 3-year contract as well. Obviously, if we do back-to-back promotions now, having these two on long-term contracts with our financial situation might be a problem. They might not be that great for us in the championship, but I do kind of feel like worrying if they're going to be good enough for us if we get the championship in the next 2 years is probably the least of our worries. It's more important to keep these boys around because they are a great partnership who score for fun. And there's another example of it. Takada in there, 21st goal of the season. Look at how many fans we've got around the nook as well now. We've got a lot of fans turn up for us these days. As we move up these leagues, we are slowly but surely starting to feel like a real football club. We're getting there, boys and girls. How long until... Will we ever be a bigger club on the world stage than Bourne in England? Probably not. But we might actually end up getting to the point where we can compete here in the US Premier League within the next however many years it takes us to get us there. And I didn't think we'd ever reach that point 3 or 4 seasons ago when we were toiling away in non-league and didn't look like we'd ever get up to the Football League level. I feel now that we're a club with a bright future, even if the financial situation is a complete mess. O'Rourke now from left back plays it to Claudivanio. O'Rourke gets it back again. Claudivanio just looking to pick his pass, and there is a pass that is picked. It's to Johnson. I thought he'd been fouled. I think everybody stopped as if he'd been fouled there. He wasn't fouled, and eventually it was Atlanta who were the first to respond to it and get the ball moving in, but we immediately won it back, and we just look like a better team than they do. I think we've finally cracked the code with the amount of loans that we've got. You're allowed 6 loans in your match day squad. And there was a point a few matches ago where our entire back four and central midfield 2 were all players who were in on loan. We spent the little money that we had on good attacking players and then just got a defence and a midfield in for next to nothing that wasn't ours. And I think it's something we weren't doing as much of when we were lower down in the leagues. And I think it's something you will expect to see longer term with us as we make our way up to the Premier League now. It's kind of our long-term recruitment policy. My director of football seems to have a real knack of bringing absolute superstars in on loan, and then we just keep them until their contract expires and we sign them permanently that way. If you look at the players we've got in the side today who are permanent Bourne players, several of them were here on loan initially. Aguilar, Takada, Johnson were all here on loan. Garcia, who we've talked about extensively this episode, is here on loan but about to sign permanently. Seba obviously is another one in that number. We're just going to start doing that, I think. It seems to be working really well. Feliz and Claudivanio are both out of contract this summer as well. And I think Vakulenko as well, I think all three of them are out of contract with their parent clubs, and at the moment won't even discuss terms with us because they don't think we're a big enough club for them, and they don't think we can pay them enough money. Part of me wonders if they're still out of contract, if and when we get promoted, maybe we'll be able to tempt them a little bit more as a League One club. And I certainly think being able to keep players like that around will be huge if we do manage to get promoted. If we turn up in League One next year with this team, with the majority of them here permanently and another 5 or 6 loans brought in from the Premier League and the Championship, I think we have a real chance. So that's the system now. And it took us a long time to crack it, but I do feel like we've cracked it. We've just gone 4-0 up through Takada. And as it stands right now, we're only 2 points outside of those automatic promotion spots again. So we need to keep an eye on what's going on in these other games. But I think Carolina might be in the midst of a bottle job, because that gap was 6 points not so long ago. It's already down to 3. It's down to 2 as of today. No, it wasn't down to 3, was it? Was it 4? It's now down to 2. So Carolina are wobbling, and we need to make sure that we capitalise on their wobble. What a goal from Aguilar. Only a second of the season from him. But that is a goal. It's not even half time yet. We're 5-0 up. Like I said, we've cracked it. And this is, you're watching it. You're watching the cracking in motion. That's not a sentence. That's not something anyone's ever said before. Right, 5-0 at half time. Good work, boys. That'll do. I want to see what's going on in the Carolina game, because in dreamland, we're back in the automatic promotion spots today. By the end of this episode, I don't know how likely it is to happen, but you never know. We're obviously in very, very good form, going 6-0 up now, just after half time, with a lovely free kick from Takada, and Felix is there just to tap it home, easy peasy. But it looks like Carolina and Portland are both wobbling. Interesting stuff. Right, let's finish this one off for today. Let's drop a little bit of praise. I was going to say dropping praise as they're scoring isn't a good idea, but it's been disallowed, so we won't worry too much. We'll just drop the praise now. So Portland are drawing 1-1 at home to Colorado. I can't see what's going on in the other game. I need to see what's going on in the Carolina game, but we keep jumping back into highlights. Angel now on the left-hand side. He's drifted out wide. We know he can play out wide. He's played there on the left wing a couple of times so far this season. So he's got the ability to drop out onto that left wing and cause problems and get some crosses in. It's not happened this time, and we've actually got Atlanta coming back at us a little bit here. So if someone wants to get a foot in, that would be nice. It would be lovely to put a nice little shine on this by finishing off with a clean sheet today. And it's not going to happen because they've just scored a wonderful goal. Walker has absolutely no chance with that. How is this team 6-0 down when they've got the facility to do that in their midst? We've left him completely unmarked. He's hit it first time. It's perfectly placed. Anyone in our team's proud of that goal. That's just a good finish. It's just a very good finish. Let's make some changes. Let's rest some players up who might need resting up. Stackhouse is not having the best of games, so Robinson can come on for him. The Bourne loanee will bring Campos on for O'Rourke. And for my final change, I think we'll take off Takada and bring on McJanet, because Takada just starting to tire a little bit. We don't need to risk breaking him. That's the guy who scored, I think, hovering on the edge of their area and setting up the counter-attack again with his clearance. And they could grab another one here. I don't think we're in any danger of not winning this game. I think at 6-0 up, you're far enough ahead to not have to worry. But we do seem to have had a little bit of a change in attitude since I praised them. Normally, praise when you're that far ahead is an effective way to keep it going. But maybe this team hasn't responded to the praise the way I hoped they would, and they've maybe got a little bit complacent and are letting Atlanta have a little bit too much of the ball. Like Johnson there, where's the closing down that he normally does? It's like, there you go, he's finally realised they've got the ball, and then Aguilar's a little bit more, they've realised I'm onto them. McJanet from range, and very, very close to making it 7. I don't know if we've ever scored 7 goals in a game with Bourne. I think that would be quite nice if we could if we could achieve that. Say, right, there's your confirmation. Carolina currently drawing against Jacksonville. So I think Portland have gone back ahead in their games. It looks like the gap between us and Portland has gone back out to whatever it was before, 5 points. Johnson's just made it 7-1. I feel for Atlanta. Bless their cotton socks. They didn't sign up for this today, but Kevin Johnson, since signing his contract extension, he's just gone into overdrive for us. It's like the opposite of when players are playing for a move. He's been rewarded with a big salary and has just decided to reward us with just incredible performance. And it looks like Carolina have grabbed a late winner in their game because it's gone back out to a 4-point gap again. Where's the Carolina game? Carolina have won 1-0 with a goal in the 90th minute. Fantastic. Still a 4-point gap. All we can do is keep winning. Where's the home? I don't know why that moved. All we can do is keep winning and hope that stops happening. Oh. Well, let's see if we can extend his loan then. I mean, we can extend his loan, which I guess is fine. I thought he was going to sign for us. Little bit sad now. I think he heard me say his name wrong. Just one change then for the Detroit game. Captain Morgan's fit to come back into the side, which means Padilla can push back up into central midfield again. And Angel drops down to the bench. The Garcia loan has been confirmed. That has been extended for until the end of next season. So he's in long term for us. Everybody else who's in on loan currently, they're not willing to discuss terms. If we take Vakulenko as an example, I believe Bourne's stature in the game isn't big enough to match my ambitions. We're not even getting the opportunity to offer these guys a contract. They're just not interested, which is weird when you look at how little he's earning. Okay, hold on. So we're paying him £60 a week. He's actually earning 600. Okay, on that basis, he might have a point. We're not paying him £625 a week. So I guess I can just about agree with it. But Morgan is back in for today. That's the main thing. We've got Captain Morgan back. And now we just need to pick up another victory. Where are we? So we've got a Captain Morgan and a Johnny Walker in our side. I've just realised. Nice. Sponsorships. My email address is in my bio somewhere. If you want to come in and do some sponsorships. Thanks. Right, where do we get to? Phillies at the back, playing the ball forward to Takada for the flick on. Stackhouse is there on the right-hand side. I actually thought that had gone in. How is it snowy? What time of year is it? I'm sat here in shorts and it's warm outside. I thought it was always warm in America. Detroit. I mean, I don't even know where Detroit is on a map. I assume it's northern. If it's in the north, I guess that's why it gets cold there. But I thought we were in like March time. Maybe we're not. Maybe it's still February. I'll allow snow in February. There's a big flick on there from Takada. Stackhouse is in, and Stackhouse can't get it past the goalkeeper. He pushes it over the crossbar, and we've got ourselves a corner. Carolina have gone ahead in their game against Houston already. Takada with the corner. Captain Morgan can't get enough on it to force it below the crossbar. So as it stands right now, Carolina taking the lead in their game. It is back to a 6-point gap now between us and them. Portland are 2-0 up in their game over the Maryland Bobcats as well. This is why we've just got to keep on winning, because those teams above us are relentless with it. They just keep on winning. Carolina have now gone 2-0 up in their game. A draw here will actually lead to this being considered a disappointing episode results-wise, which is unacceptable. Robinson comes on for Stackhouse, who's picked up an injury. Garcia should be fit for the next game, so even if Stackhouse has a big boy injury, it shouldn't be too much of a long-term implication. What could be a long-term implication, though, is if we don't win this football match, we're going to go attacking. We're demanding more. Portland are now 3-0 up in their game. Carolina, I think, are 2-0 up in theirs. We are not following the script today. What have we got on the bench that's going to change this game? Johnson just not turned up today. McJanet can come on for him. Claudivanio, Angel coming on for him. They both seem like changes that can potentially mix things up a little bit for us. Portland, confirmation of another goal coming through there, I think. They're having a lovely time in their game today. McJanet then picks the ball up just inside our half. He just turns and runs, and there's been a bit of a scissor manoeuvre there. That's got to be a red card, surely. It is a red card. It's a second yellow, but he's McJanet's just been cut in two there by players coming at him from either side. He doesn't really help unless we grab a goal. I've just seen Carolina are now 4-0 up in their game, but we need to grab a goal. Less than 10 minutes remaining. Detroit's still holding on. This is frustrating. Robinson wins the ball back and just gets his head down and starts running. This is exactly what we need from our wingers. Robinson, has he been fouled there? He has been fouled. We have an 82nd minute penalty. I can't see the number on the shirt. It's Takada who's going to be taking the penalty. Oh, it's saved. It's not happening today, is it? It is not our day today. Robinson did everything he could. He won the penalty. The two teams above us are both 4-0 up, and we've missed a penalty. It's back out to a 6-point gap with 13 games remaining. Automatic promotion is looking further away right now than it has for quite a long time. I want to try some encouragement. Demanding more hasn't worked. Let's put an arm around them and say, come on, boys. There's 5 minutes of time added on here. Maybe you could grab a late winner, the way Carolina did in their last game. Padilla to Angel. Takada now. I thought he was going to do it. Shooting from range. If he does that after missing a penalty, he's a double hero with bells on. But it's actually Detroit who are now on the attack. 10 men, Detroit. There's no excuses if we don't win this. If we lose this game, sorry. A draw, I can just about say, yeah, fair enough. But if we were to lose it against 10 men, I would lose it against 11 men in a minute. But no, just a draw. Not good enough. It's going to be a tricky run-in. The next several matches are crucial. I don't know if we play Carolina or Portland. We should check that now. So we play Portland there. So that'll definitely, and Carolina there. That looks like tomorrow's video. Carolina and Portland. Tomorrow's video. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.